Whoa. AI, you're fast. AI, you're fast. Manners respect people. Manners respect. Manners respect. Manners respect people. I'm kind of I'm kind of getting the manners respect enough thing. People 3 4 months it. Oh boy. People, the thing that we're taught is so hard for us to unlearn. Eh? The things that what we're taught is so hard to unlearn it because in a few mind we just have it locked in, right, people? But it's practice. It take practice for you get good at anything. And remember them telling us say, there's no perfection, even though you get 10 out of 10. Isn't that selective perfection, people? Just wondering, cause the things them with them teach us, people, it's that's what I'm gonna say. You see, if for the next generation, if from them born them can understand certain things, if we can teach them to understand certain things, it would be so beneficial to them. It would be so beneficial to them, people, because the things them what them teach we and them putting away serve us no purpose. But it's up to us, and it's happening, people. It's happening. There's people out there who's now say they're not wise up, but you know, they might understand why it's so important for them learn. Um, Yesterday me do a program, right? And you see, sometimes people, because we're supposed to be perfect, we're not supposed to make mistakes, right? Um, Even though there's no perfection, we're still not supposed to make any mistake. I don't understand that, people. So yesterday, the program, from the program yesterday, it's from white woman to from a white woman to black people. Why are you avoiding white people and everyone? And I'm telling you, say, many times people, same time the movie done, there's always more. There's always like the director come up on the screen, the all of the actors, all of the information them. So yesterday when me finish, I go through the comment section because I tell you say people get the opportunity to watch something and then them can the work that's put into it, them not see it. Them just see their opinion. And then everybody's opinion, everybody can have an opinion, but it doesn't mean say everybody can. It's right for everybody to say anything. So I'm gonna check the comment section. People, there's a couple and as I say, they're they're far off. Okay, Emmett Till was boxed up, right? It did happen. The woman lied upon him. That did happen, right? Them totally, trust me. The story of Eric Till is not a good story. But me say me I go highlight that eventually. Maybe me do that later on. Big up all of the people them who cook them Sunday dinner today. Traditional rice and peas and whatever and not have. And rice and peas and chicken. But the way things are go, people can't even afford chicken. Me included, people. Trust me. Tell you say sometimes, the way we make it not easy. But we have to make it. Understand? So big up all of the people that may have something to eat today. Big up all of the people that may we have health and I do good. I know everybody I do good, but I know everybody I come out and say them now I do good. Because you know we stay already. Right? One thing I want is support for my business, people. I'm telling you, say when people say them are gonna support you and don't support you, not you must not be disappointed or delusion, right? Because when I look at it, people, the way I look at it, people will check on you just to see if you feel. That's one of the biggest thing, people. People will just come check on you just to see if you feel and then go about them business. Them not help. That's why I said the how we used to live before was so amazing. But I really like them time for forward again. Because them say what's in the beginning is gonna be in the end. That's why I say I look forward for we get together and start unite and change things from how things is, because the way things is, it's not good. It's not good for us. It's a good for a few. And trust me, I'm gonna continue them highlighting people, but because eventually the story is gonna be put together well. That's why I'm saying I love to write 2 or 3 books, putting all of this together. It's gonna be because first story is always amazing. I'm gonna tell you, so them people that talk about the April 5th thing, On April 5th, many of us black people will be having a cookout and doing the latest line dance. So it's the mega people, them people, mega. It's make America great again, people, them. And then pretty much across the problem like I'm telling them, say evil people, people. And the girl was so right, said Donald Trump, film family them, film father and grandfather not come far from them age, them time they of slavery. So film mentality now go change. Okay. So I say some of the things them are good feedback. Well, she did the damn thing, taught a whole class. I was waiting for a test date and a home reading assignment. Uh, okay, so one person says Emmett Till was slaughtered in 1955, not 1967. Otherwise, thanks for the knowledge. Because that was pretty much what I was getting at. That's the only mistake. that she make, but everything was pretty much spot on. Emmett Till was redrummed in 1955. I was 10 years old when that happened because two grown guys tried to unalive me the same year. I will speak on it later. I have an anger problem. Ah. She might have got it wrong with Emmett Till, but she was putting out some true facts. That young lady was spitting goods. I'm telling us that people no need to go find her on Instagram. I'm telling us that the people them these people are so wise beyond them years, people. Because now them have the opportunity to learn and absorb so much more than in the past, right? Okay, so young lady, I need you to really think about this and ask yourself why our people really don't trust any of your people and these other groups of people. And then you come back and let us know. That is your assignment. We just want all you other groups of people to leave Black American alone and y'all clean up your own mess and stop asking us for help because we are sitting this one out and this is not our fight. People. Some of the people in the comment section, I got to task. So this is what this lady said. I told my children and they told their children exactly how white people are. I tell them about slavery. I also tell them how they ate us, how they raped and molested us. I don't leave anything out, and I also tell them about the importance of what we have done for America and how we built America. So keep learning and keep teaching on black generations about what's going on in this world and what happened to us. So please keep teaching, even though they don't want to teach it in school, and it's up to us. People. As I'm say one of the reasons why I find this is so interesting, even for me, people, is for me I learn and I understand certain things too. Because even in a today's society, certain things go on in a people. I'm telling you, say, you might think say it doesn't affect you, but eventually it will. Because the system set away say we are not supposed to make it. We are not supposed to make it. Okay, so this person said, this reminds me of Cain after God asked him where Abel was, and his arrogant response was, am I my brother keeper? Instead of repenting, then when punishment time came, cried about people wanting to do him the same as he did to Abel. So people, it I say past, present, future, because question mark upon the future, because how things was and how things is, right? It hasn't changed. Okay, Emmett Till, born July 25th, 1941, lynched August 28th, 1955. I remember. People I'm telling us some of the things them we are dash, It's so important, people. This person said, Ali said, if you have 10,000 snakes coming to your door, and 1,000 means you no harm, are you gonna leave the door open and let the 1,000 protect you, or are you gonna close the door on all of them? Oh, people. The reason why I'm touch on this is just because may I say, if the young lady make one mistake, right? If the young lady make one mistake and everything else was true, why give her grief for one mistake when uno can just correct her in a positive way? Because again, who perfect? Nobody not perfect. So just for everybody, I say all of the well, not everybody, but some of the people them. And the only correction was Emmett Till died in 1955. And in born, I mean in past of August, Justice Month, right? So that are the only thing. That was the only thing in our speech that was wrong. But she was spot on everything else. So this one says collective homeschooling and education, no matter what else is available or mandated. One person said amazing, and Emmett Till was 14 years old when them when them when them box him up. So this person said, listen to my elders in my family tell me how they were treated during the 1920s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Black history and my experience as a black man is why I'm 100% segregated from males. And I keep on saying, Emmett was in the 1950s. So the young lady now, people me telling her name is Tori Samone, and me did find her on Instagram, not TikTok. I don't know if she's on TikTok, but me did find her page on Instagram and me subscribe because me tell her said the people them who are out there putting in the work, I really appreciate love the work with them I do. Right? That's why I'm gonna say it doesn't take much for we subscribe to the positive people them and share and like them content people because I'm telling you say because them are areas with history, right? Our story. And we are say, oh man, them are areas with story, so there's nothing can be done. There's so much can be done. And no, some people just don't want to do anything, so them just say that. Understand? So if them did serious, them could have find a way if put them footprint or handprint or anything for anything to keep it going, right? So enough of the comment them was positive, but one and two of the people them again you don't know say them are gonna have the people them instead of them educate them criticize, right? I'm telling you say the way she spoke was elegant. She never swear at nobody. She just says okay. All you know have to do is don't get in our own feelings, right? Just accept the fact that's there. Learn how to change it. That's why I'm saying for us, we understanding and learning how to change it is the key. And education is one of the keys. And she talk about so many things, but many of these people never see the stuff them what she talk about. Them just see where them want to hear because again, with a TikTok mind, on go 30 seconds of one conversation, people are gonna remember if that much. But I'm telling you, say entertainment now go see we. And this I want No, him said, no, Emmett Till, no, Emmett Till was the 50th sister. Please get it right in a capital. And that may I try show you know. That really necessary? Huh? Prime example, my best friend forever interviewed for the director of nurses at a state hospital. She knew everything about everything nursing. Policies were like her thing. So, oh, policies were like her numbers thing. So this white man asked if they hired a young lady who knew all of the answers. They said no. They hired a white nurse who probably couldn't put a tube in the right hole. Oh, people. And that me I try show you know one of the things with my sister when she said she got go for job interview and then tell her say she overqualified. I'm gonna tell you say once them say that it means that if them hire you, somebody's gonna get fired because she have more skills than most of the people that might work there. Right? This person said, girl, you know your history true. And then somebody said, where's the credit given for these clips? Oh, people, you see, and that match I show you, you know. That's why I'm usually reference out the people them when we get the stuff them from, right? So them can get them credit. What's funny is she doesn't know why. Now this is next idiot again. Emmett Till happened in 1955, not 60s, 70s, girl. Go do some research. The girl research all of them things, I know, and one little thing make everything compromise people. All right, this I wanna know. But telling us people sometimes, you know, I find it interesting that the young lady went into tea women history on their participation and oppression in slavery. How about Kamala's family background and slavery? See if one is going to tell the truth. Tell the whole truth. Kamala's family history should be told as well. Whether y'all voted them or Republican, either one are still of the same bird. Ah, boy, people, I'm telling us that sometimes, you know, remember this what this lead at that I'm telling us that some people don't listen. That's why I'm saying my channel is not about the visual, it's about listening, people. Because I'm telling you, say, even though it's listening to understand. Sometimes people, it's okay. Now she get a reply. That me no know idiot there. Hey, silly, Kamala wasn't elected. We have people who were elected that we can talk about. So again, people, sometimes them people, you know, I'm telling you, so them have issues with themselves. And once you see them type certain things, say certain things, you understand. Okay, this one is much different. My dear sister, you're saying good stuff here, but allow me to correct you on the Emmett Till murder. It wasn't 60s, 70s. It was August 28, 1955. Dr. King had the march on Washington the same date, August 28, 1963. So was to commemorate his murder. This August 2025 will mark 70 years, and he was only 14. Now, yes, them correct it and then give you a lot more information on the situation. More than no come on and say this a person you don't know nothing because This is what I'm trying to show you, people. Oh, we, right, as critics, choose not to educate. That's why I'm saying I have this passion for critics. Yeah, this passion for the critics them, because critics are just idiots who think that them smarter than everybody else by knowing one phrase. I am an idiot. Yes, yes, you are right. You are an idiot. Now this one say, is it just me or is she yelling? I don't understand what does that have to do with any, like, you see people? Come on, really? She's speaking up for clarity. You see what I'm talking about? Not yelling, she's telling you like it is. I bet you think she's being aggressive too, but it's passion, hon. That bet I show you people. Sometimes me just are telling her, oh, some like, uh, it's it's sad, people. So we then can't write with a pencil without the point. You understand? These people. That's why I'm saying me rather have 10 people or 5 people, more than 100,000 idiots. I'm just saying, people, it's just so. And if you block and delete them, people say, oh, my comment was erased. My this was erased. But me say, like, did we erase you? Or we correct the fact that we're giving you an opportunity for you to say something sensible, something will make sense. Please. That's why I'm saying sometimes people, it's like the things I want me to listen for and couldn't find it, it's time for me to start putting it out there. So I can't go listen to myself or talk about the things I want to hear. Because if you don't have 2,000 followers and not say nothing educating or uplifting or leading the direction of people with sense, it doesn't make no sense. So this person said, oh yeah, it's the host of the website of the channel, Nana Sim. Her TikTok handle at life with Tori Samone. So it's life with Tori Samone. I'm telling you, son, I can't follow the people them. And if you try if you link up with the people them and make sense and to educate the people them and need sense. Because some of them people, you know, say them lost already. They're totally lost. This is why these people don't have a platform. I even try to create something or if it says something other than to be critiquing at somebody else's comment section. It's really sad, people. And that's why I'm saying me just want to highlight the fact that just because she make a mistake, it doesn't mean that whatever else she says is not worth listening to. I'm telling you, say past, present, and future, people, how we change things and how we look on things, right? Now this is from okay, so this is Namibia's new president joins Abraham Tory, reshuffle oil and gas sector. People, I'm telling you, say everybody, them just want to mention Abraham. You know, everything, you know, people. Everything, everywhere you look on YouTube, Abraham. 500 different, and even if them have said pretty much the same thing, but only in a different way, just for highlight this man, great work and job that he's doing, people. It's inspirational. You know, say some people in a power for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 200 years. And them not do nothing. They do absolutely nothing for the country, nothing for the people, them. Absolutely nothing other than make for them family rich. But I said there's nothing I'll protect them people from karma minor people. Karma come for these people. Because how uno can look upon it and say the very essence of people, uno draw them essence. the spirit of people not draw them spirit and I give back nothing in return. And you not have a soul. That's why I say people, evil come in forms, it doesn't come in color. So one can't just look on a person and say, he's evil, he's evil, he's evil, he's evil. And all of them are different race. Or in a different culture. Evil is evil. And some people love evil. I know that. Some people love the fact that somebody's getting hurt for their pleasure. Right through history, that's been proven. Sacrifice. So this is the new president for Namibia. The thing that it is so she's a female. That's why I'm saying, look, all over the world we have so much heroes, so much amazing people where we can idolize, not idolize, but emulate. Idolize is not a good word. Because we're not supposed to have no idols, but we can emulate these people. We can aspire to be like great like these people. And it doesn't matter which sex it is, male or female, because good people is always gonna be doing good things. I wanna give a shout out to Miss Yellow. Enough love and respect. Happy birth month, because you're one of the few people that I ever meet who go through so much crap and you still have a jolly smile and you still have something good for share. And sometimes I tell you, say, I get inspired to be a better person by many people. But you're one of the few where me say, yo, you know, say me have to give up certain things, me have to really look for myself and try to change myself. And I understand, say that's patience and love. And I thank you. Many, many more. Happy birthday coming for you. And I can't see the future, but that's what I would like. So all of the people that are born this month and represent in such a positive and uplifting way. More prosperity, more life, more love, more. We can't say more enough, you know. All right, people. So as we proceed, because Matalin said this is from Africa is Powerful. That's the channel. Right? And this a channel I have 346 subscribers. Would I love to have 300 subscribers. But may I try to show you people. The content where you create, it doesn't have to be negative content. It doesn't have to be, oh, I hate you, and you know, there's so much uplifting positive things that we need to put out there. You know, the algorithm, I talk about this. Big up Danielle Speak TV. She did a wonderful piece. I'm telling you, said, and that's like a dancehall. It's not a dancehall channel, but pretty much she does dancehall review. But I'm telling you, say, within the music sphere, she can touch on so many things, and that's what I'm seeing. I love them things there. We need to support each other, and people. Wanna buy a sauce yet? Eh? And by the way, people, so, me need to drop that a thing there, but trust me, if you not buy a sauce off of me, I gotta make sure say I wanna get on a bottle of sauce. Me not gonna take no money and don't produce anything. Cause me said that one thing many people is is skeptic about if them gonna get them bottle of sauce, if them pay them money. People, what me say? I rather sell a bottle of sauce than thief. I rather sell a bottle of sauce than beg. You understand? So when I say I put in the work for myself, I do put in the work for myself. I not go take on the money and not go no when no buy. That I want him I have to get out of the way, just in case I'm afraid to buy a bottle of sauce off of me. When me reach down to 5 or 10 bottle of sauce, me I go say, okay, people, me sell off sauce, so now I have to go wait. But me not take on the money and don't have a product for good on. Big up, Mr. Gray and Miss Gray. Them say them for try to order sauce off of the website, but again, people actually don't know with that website thing with them people there. Them thieving people here. I mean, I understand how Donald Trump I get rid of innocent people and them thieving people here. Me not see Donald Trump go off. Hopefully them CIA people that can listen to this and go talk to Donald Trump, whisper in my ear. So when I say me upset with them people here. These thieving people. And I can search my channel when I say talk about them thieving people there. All right, people. So this is our next channel when we subscribe to. As we proceed, people.
Days after her inauguration on March 21st, Namibia's new president, Nandi Ndaitwah, has wasted no time flexing her muscle, sending shockwaves through the corridors of Western power. Picture this, a leader who, like Captain Traoré, isn't here to play nice with the old colonial playbook. While Traoré has been kicking out French troops and reclaiming Burkina Faso's gold from neo-colonial clutches, Nandi Ndaitwah is stepping up with equal audacity in Namibia. Her moves are loud, they're proud, and they're unmistakably African. From wresting control of Namibia's booming oil and gas sector, to demanding accountability from Germany for the Namibian genocide, to slamming a visa requirement on US citizens starting April 1st, 2025, this system means business, and the West is scrambling to keep up. First, let's talk about the oil and gas power play. Over the weekend, President Nandi Ndaitwah didn't just reshuffle her cabinet. She restructured the very machinery of the Namibian state to bring the oil and gas sector under her direct control. You heard that right, comrades. In a statement that reverberated across the continent, she declared, "The new emerging industries of oil and gas need to be managed in a manner that maximizes benefits for all Namibians. Therefore, the management of these industries will fall under the office of the president." This isn't just a bureaucratic tweak, it's a seismic shift. At a time when international explorers are salivating over Namibia's offshore oil discoveries, estimated to hold billions of barrels, this move is a defiant middle finger to the Western corporations who've long treated Africa's resources as their personal piggy bank. Think about it. Total Energies and Shell have been circling Namibia's waters like vultures, eyeing the massive finds in the Orange Basin. But Nandi Ndaitwah isn't here to let them dictate terms. By pulling this sector under her wing, she's signaling that Namibia's wealth will no longer be siphoned off to fatten foreign profits while her people scrape by. This is about control, ownership, and dignity, principles that echo Captain Traoré's fierce stand in Burkina Faso, where he's nationalized resources to ensure they serve the Burkinabe first. Together, these two leaders are rewriting the script. Africa's treasures belong to Africans, period. But that's not all. Just days into her presidency, Nandi Ndaitwah turned her gaze to the unresolved wounds of history, staring down Germany with the ferocity of a lioness protecting her cubs. She's demanded an apology for the Namibian genocide, the brutal slaughter of the Herero and Nama peoples by German colonial forces between 1904 and 1908. A bloodbath that wiped out tens of thousands and scarred our continent forever. Germany needs to apologize, she declared, reflecting on Namibia's reconciliation efforts since 2015. And she's not stopping at words.
Okay, people, and that are the German people, them, you know. Someone said genocide are going for a long time, people. Against free race, all the time, people. As we proceed, I never heard about that. Obviously, I'm not gonna hear about those histories, because we not talk about them, and the people them who did it is not gonna talk about it. As we proceed,
over reparations, long stalled by Western arrogance, is back on the table with a vengeance. Let me break this down for you, family. For over a century, Germany has dodged accountability, offering half-hearted gestures while refusing to fully own up to its atrocities. In 2021, they pledged a measly £1.1 billion over 30 years, peanuts disguised as penance, while rejecting the term reparations to avoid legal responsibility. But Nandine Ndaitwah isn't here for crumbs. Like her predecessors who rejected that insult, she's pushing for justice that honors the dead and empowers the living. This isn't just Namibia's fight. It's a rallying cry for every African nation still bearing the scars of colonial terror. From the Congo to Kenya, we've seen this script before. Plunder, massacre, then silence. Not anymore. With Nandine Ndaitwah joining Traore's League of Unbowed Leaders, the West's days of dodging the bill are numbered. And then there's the visa bombshell. Starting April the 1st, 2025, US.
And I hear that, people? The 1st of April, that could be a celebration if we turn it in our celebration. If it's them and give them ultimatum, not the other way around. As we proceed, people.
Citizens will need a visa to set foot on Namibian soil. Yes, you heard me right. Namibia is flipping the script on Uncle Sam. For decades, Western nations have slapped visa restrictions on Africans, treating us like second-class citizens while they waltzed into our lands visa-free, cameras flashing, exploiting our hospitality, no more. This policy shift isn't just about logistics, it's a thunderclap of reciprocity, a demand for mutual respect. Historically, Namibia's open-door policy fueled tourism, a lifeline for its economy. But Nandine Ndaitwah is saying loud and clear, our dignity isn't for sale. If Namibians need visas to enter your country, you'll need one to enter ours. It's a move that mirrors the growing trend across Africa. Nations like Kenya and Rwanda have toyed with visa-free experiments, but Namibia's stance is a bold pivot toward equity, not charity. Now let's connect the dots. What do these moves, oil and gas control, the genocide reckoning, the visa slap, have in common? They're about sovereignty, self-respect, and shaking off the shackles of Western domination.
And that's one of the things, them people, when we look on, right? Oh, you have to get a visa to go to the States from Jamaica, but the people them from America don't need no visa to go to Jamaica. And not only that, people, you have to pay a fee for the visa application, and then that the money there is non-refundable. So no matter it, that me not understand. If me not get the visa, why me not get my money back? That I want thing I said. You know how much money they make off of just applying fee, just the fee alone, just the fee alone. So it's like say you just bring your money go dash way. Literally, you know, people, I've been told that people go there, pay them money, get the interview. 2 minutes into the interview, them say, no, you're not getting no visa, leave. Jesus. So me I say, why can't we do that? What is stopping us from doing that, people? I'm just asking, you know, why is it so special for this country for you get a visa for go there and then people here, I tell you, say, them no need a visa for come for your country. What is so special about for them country? Just ask as we proceed.
They're about sovereignty, self-respect, and shaking off the shackles of Western domination. Captain Ibrahim Traore has been a torchbearer in this fight, expelling French military bases, seizing Burkina Faso's mines, and staring down threats from Paris with a steely grin. Now, Nandine Ndaitwah is stepping into the ring, gloves off, ready to slug it out for Namibia's place in a liberated Africa.
People, that's a shero right there, so. Gloves are off, people. Where we are go? Step up, lady.
Aren't isolated acts. They're part of a pan-African uprising, a tidal wave of leaders rejecting the old order, where the West calls the shots, and we're left begging for scraps. Let's zoom out for a second. Namibia's oil and gas sector isn't just a local story, it's a continental game changer. Offshore discoveries in the last few years have put Namibia on the map as a potential energy giant, with estimates suggesting over 11 billion barrels of oil equivalent. That's enough to rival some of Africa's biggest players. But here's the catch. Without leaders like Nandi-Ndaitwah, this wealth could easily slip into the same old trap. Extracted by multinationals, profits shipped overseas, and Namibians left with polluted waters and empty pockets. By centralizing control, she's laying the groundwork to negotiate on Namibia's terms, ensuring that every drop of oil and every cubic meter of gas serves her people first. Imagine the ripple effect. If Namibia succeeds, it could inspire Angola, Nigeria, even Ghana to tighten their grip on their own resources. That's the Pan-African dream in action. Back to the genocide issue, because this one cuts deep. Germany's refusal to fully atone isn't just a Namibian grievance. It's a slap in the face to every African who knows the sting of colonial violence. The Herero and Nama genocide wasn't an accident. It was a calculated extermination, a blueprint for the horrors that followed under apartheid South Africa. Nandi-Ndaitwah's demand for an apology and reparations isn't just about money, it's about rewriting history with truth, not the sanitized lies Europe peddles. Imagine if she wins this fight. It could spark a domino effect, forcing Britain to pay for Mau Mau atrocities in Kenya, Belgium for the Congo's millions dead, France for Algeria's massacres. This is bigger than Namibia. It's Africa demanding the world face its sins. And that visa policy, don't sleep on it, comrades. It's a symbolic gut punch to Western entitlement. The US has long acted like Africa's doormat, trotting in whenever they please, whether for tourism, aid with strings attached, or military bases that never leave. By slapping a visa requirement on them, Nandi-Ndaitwah is saying Namibia isn't your playground anymore. It's a small step with massive implications. Imagine if South Africa, Zimbabwe, or Egypt followed suit. Suddenly, the West would have to rethink its smug assumption that Africa's doors are always open while theirs stay locked tight. This is reciprocity as resistance, and it's beautiful to behold. So where does this leave us? In awe, that's where. President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah isn't just leading Namibia, she's igniting a fire across Africa. Like Captain Ibrahim Traoré, she's proving that our continent's future doesn't lie in bowing to the West, but in standing tall, fists clenched, demanding our due. From oil rigs to reparations talks to visa counters, she's hitting every front with the precision of a general and the heart of a revolutionary. The West is rattled. Good, let them squirm. For too long, they've dictated our destiny, plundered our lands, and mocked our pain. Now, leaders like Nandi-Ndaitwah and Traoré are turning the tables, and the sound of their footsteps is the drumbeat of a new Africa. This isn't just news, family, it's a call to arms. Namibia's oil wealth could build schools, hospitals, roads, not just for Namibians, but as a model for us all. The genocide reckoning could heal wounds and fund futures, not just in Windhoek, but across the continent. The visa shift could force a global rethink of how Africa is treated, not just by the US, but by every former colonial power. Nandi-Ndaitwah isn't playing small, she's playing for keeps. And she's got the spirit of Nyerere and Nkrumah and Sankara coursing through her veins. So here's my word to you, brothers and sisters. Watch this woman, cheer her on. Learn from her. Because what she's doing in Namibia isn't just for Namibia, it's for every one of us who's ever dreamed of an Africa unshackled, unbowed, and unstoppable. The West might be shaking, but we're rising. And with leaders like Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah and Ibrahim Traoré at the helm, there's no turning back. Forward ever, backward never. Africa is awake, and the world better take notice. Before I conclude, there is something burning me from inside telling me that I must speak it out, or else I will be left blaming myself after this video. And please allow me say it, because maybe it can open the eyes of our African leaders. Brothers and sisters of this great continent, the time for half measures, empty promises, and groveling at the feet of the West is over. For too long, we've watched our so-called leaders parade from one glittering summit to another, Washington, Paris, Beijing, hat in hand, begging for crumbs in the form of loans and aid. And what do they offer in exchange? The very lifeblood of our land, our minerals, our gold, our lithium, our uranium, our cobalt. The wealth beneath our feet, the The resources that could transform Africa into a global powerhouse is bartered away for a pittance, leaving us shackled to debt and dependency. But there's a new wind blowing across the continent, a clarion call from a young revolutionary in Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who has shown us what African leadership can and should be. It's time for our leaders to stand up, demand what is ours, and build a future where the West comes knocking at our door, not the other way around. Let's talk about Captain Traoré for a moment, because this man, at just 37 years old, has ignited a fire that's spreading far beyond the borders of Burkina Faso. When he seized power in September 2022, ousting a regime that had failed to protect its people from insurgency and foreign exploitation, he didn't waste time with flowery speeches or photo ops with Western dignitaries. No, he got to work. He nationalized gold mines, stopped exporting unrefined gold to Europe, and opened a national gold refinery that can process 150 tons a year. Why should we send our minerals abroad to be processed, only to buy them back at inflated prices? He asked.
And at that, Mr. People, how is it that don't make no sense at all, you know? And the same thing, I tell you, say, I got the store and yam a $7 a pound, yellow yam a $7 a pound. And I tell you, say, Jamaica have the place for plant and grow, manufacture them own thing. When I walk around and I see how much factory used to do at Jamaica when them closed down. It just put Jamaicans in a one position where them can't provide nothing for themselves. Everything have to be imported. And we have the people them there now. We have the people them there. But the resources of putting those energy to work. If everybody have the opportunity for work other than in the call center them, where only a certain amount of people go, it would have been big. I say, just to see how this a man a step and see how this a lady a step. It's it's if them want to do it, you know, these people want to do it. Them people don't want to do it. Them no want better for the people them. As much as them say, them no want better for the people them. There's no way them want better for the people them and do the things what them do. Hurt the people, or them hurt the people them. So when we see them stories of people, them so heartwarming. Cold outside, but it warm inside with them people here. And that's how we supposed to have to raise a look. That's how we supposed to have with kids them represent the next generation. And some of them do, but not enough. As we proceed.
Rules abroad to be processed, only to buy them back at inflated prices, he asked. It's a simple question, but one that cuts to the heart of Africa's plight, and his actions back it up. He's refused to play the game of neo-colonialism, where our wealth is plundered under the guise of partnerships while our people starve. Imagine if every African leader took this stance. Imagine if the Congo, with its vast reserves of cobalt, essential for the batteries powering the West's electric cars, said, "No more. We'll process it here, create jobs here, and set the price ourselves." Imagine if Namibia, rich in uranium and lithium, followed Traoré's lead and built refineries instead of shipping raw ore to Europe or China. Imagine if Nigeria harnessed its oil not just for export, but for industrialization at home. This isn't a pipe dream. It's a revolution waiting to happen. Africa sits on 30% of the world's mineral reserves. 30%. Gold, diamonds, copper, manganese, rare earths, you name it, we've got it. If we stopped handing it over to...
You name it, we got it. You name it, we got it. You name it, people. Skills, we have it. Talent, we have it. Determination, questionable. Question mark. Oh, people. It's so refreshing, people. It's so amazing for just the story of we. All the story of us, people. Good, bad and the indifferent, because I'm telling you, say, I not all good enough people, because we have to go through history and see, like, I like the people them way. We can look upon and say, you see all them people that look upon we. So the good, the bad, and the indifference. But me, I like the goodness of us people, the greatness of us. Because there's so much more to us people. It's just breathtaking to see the true story of us. And not just the horror story where you see on the news at night time and them things there. Because the thing about it is, if them did a highlight the good people them as much as them highlight the bad people them, at least there would be some balance. Some kids could say, yes, we can attain to those people instead of most of the kids them say, boy, they don't go try some about this. Yes? No? As we proceed? As we proceed, people.
Over to foreign corporations and started refining, manufacturing, and trading on our terms, we wouldn't just catch up to the West, we'd surpass them. They'd be the ones begging us for access, not the other way around. But here's the rub. Too many of our leaders are addicted to the old ways. They've got that corruption mentality, that colonial hangover that makes them think the only way to survive is to bow to the IMF, the World Bank, or some multinational mining giant. They jet off to summits, sign deals that mortgage our future, and come back with a few $1 billion in loans. Loans we'll be paying back with interest for decades while our minerals flow out unchecked. Look at the numbers. Africa loses an estimated $89 billion a year to illicit financial flows, much of it tied to resource extraction. That's more than double the aid we receive.
$89 billion people a year. Jesus, and people, I'm telling you, say the difference, you know. Like when we see rich people do certain things with their money and knowing what it could do, imagine how much half of this money invest back in the country. Just half of it, people. It it will do such a difference. People could have take a deep breath of life. And at that, these leaders are doing. I give them people a deep breath of life. One of the things when I say Jamaica, them even now man I get catch with weed, I smuggle weed from Jamaica. Why make them not just make it buy all of the weed from the people them and open up Jamaican dispensary? Like me not understand how them not turn the weed industry. It a sell anyways, people. I don't understand. No matter where you go, Jamaica weed are the best in the world. BC weed second. But Mr. Jamaica, everywhere Jamaican weed is in demand, people. I'm telling you, say one and two of them billionaire they can come together and say, all right, make we do this. Instead of we are bring weed from outside of the country, in the country. That should supposed to ban. And that much I show you know people them can with a pen them people can write anything with them want to write. But them no want to write nothing. Them just love the fact say them a step on somebody neck. And they don't care. So when the brother talk about, oh, Abraham Torrey is a criminal because people, come on now. Come on now. We have to make some changes, people. And we have to change ourselves. More of us, people, more of us. More of us, people, more of us. As we proceed, people.
Much of it tied to resource extraction. That's more than double the aid we receive. We're not poor, we're being robbed. And too often, it's our own leaders holding the door open for the thieves. The people are
That brother, yeah. I don't know if this is a voiceover or something, but that brother, yeah, the money and talk straight. As we proceed, people.
It's betrayal. From Accra to Nairobi, from Johannesburg to Dakar, Africans are waking up. They're marching in the streets, chanting for change, and they're looking to leaders like Captain Traoré as a beacon of hope. When he walked into Ghana's President John Mahama's inauguration in January 2025, dressed in his military fatigues, the crowd erupted. Why? Because he represents something different, a rejection of the suit and tie politics that sold us out for generations. He's not there to play nice with the West or to pad his Swiss bank account. He's there to fight for his people, to take back what's theirs, and to build a nation that stands tall. 2/3 of Burkinabe now support military rule, according to Afrobarometer, a sharp rise from a decade ago. That's not just a statistic. It's a cry from the heart of a people who've had enough of corrupt, spineless leadership. And now, across the continent, we're seeing glimmers of this spirit taking root.
I wonder if AI write this to people. I want that spit word. This one is spitting words at these people. Spineless. People, it's true, you know. Leaders will lead people. People will follow, you know. It's just because there's nobody to follow. There's nobody to follow. So them just follow anybody. But me say, the young lady said, we must be the ones to be the ones, not expecting others to be the ones. People, next generation is so important. This generation, the money generation, yes, but the next generation is more important than the money generation. Policies, people. Knowledge, information that's worth learning. Not wasting brain space with foolishness. As we proceed, people.
Namibia's new president, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, sworn in just this month on March 21st, 2025, as the country's first female leader. She's only the second African woman to be directly elected president following Liberia's Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and she's already signalling a shift. During her campaign, she spoke of adding value to Namibia's mineral exports, processing uranium and lithium locally instead of shipping them off raw. Sound familiar? That's Traoré's playbook, and it's no coincidence. Nandi-Ndaitwah inherits a nation at a crossroads, with unemployment hovering at 19% and inequality still scarred by apartheid's legacy. But she's got a chance to break them.
Big up yourself. Welcome to a superhero Sunday. Yes. Big up yourself. Big up yourself.
Mold to reject the old pattern of begging for aid while foreign companies cart off Namibia's wealth. If she follows through, she could be the next torchbearer in this mineral revolution. Why does this matter? Because Africa's mineral wealth isn't just about money, it's about power. The West knows it. China knows it. They're scrambling for our resources because they need them to fuel their economies, cobalt for their tech, lithium for their green energy, gold for their vaults. But what do we get? A few jobs at the bottom of the supply chain, while the real profits pile up overseas. It's a system designed to keep us down, and it's worked for centuries. Colonialism didn't end in the 1960s, it just changed its face. Now it's dressed up as development assistance or foreign investment, but the result is the same. Our resources leave, and we stay poor. Captain Traoré sees through this sham, and he's not alone. His popularity isn't just about Burkina Faso, it's a signal to every African leader that the people are watching. They're demanding accountability, sovereignty, and a future where their children don't have to flee to Europe for a decent life. Look at the youth, our continent's beating heart, with a median age of 19. They're not buying the old excuses anymore. They're on social media, sharing Traore's speeches, calling out corruption and
yes, people, me are telling us that, yo, everywhere you look, this man is all over the place. Them are big him up everywhere because of the job that he's doing, inspiring others, showing people the possibilities, not the impossibility. As we proceed,
Africa that leads the world. When he said at the Russia-Africa Summit in 2023, we African heads of state have to stop behaving like puppets who dance every time the imperialists pull the strings. He wasn't just speaking to Burkina Faso, he was speaking to us all. So what's stopping us? Corruption, yes, but it's more than that. It's a lack of vision, a failure of will. Too many leaders are comfortable in their palaces, surrounded by sycophants, while their people languish. They're afraid to rock the boat, afraid to stand up to the West or China, afraid to bet on.
And that's the thing, people. I'm telling you, say once them living at them palace, once them living at them palace, it's like that. Either uno be mine or uno carry malice for them palace. They don't care. They don't care, people. That's one of the things I said. The people them, the one them a care, I go sure say them care. Them I go sure in action. Anybody can talk anything, but them action, people, the things that they do for betterment of the country and the people them in the country. Those are the two key things as we proceed.
Their own people. But Traore isn't afraid. He's a military man, sure, but he's also a symbol, a reminder that leadership isn't about titles or summits. It's about courage. It's about saying, this is ours and we're keeping it. Let's dream big for a moment. Picture an Africa where every nation controls its resources. Ghana refines its gold and bauxite, building industries that employ millions. Zimbabwe turns its platinum into finished goods, not just raw ore. South Africa leverages its iron and coal to power a manufacturing boom. The Sahel, rich in uranium, becomes a hub for clean energy innovation. This isn't fantasy. It's what's possible if we break the chains of dependency.
It's not impossible, people. It's not impossible. It's possibilities. It's not, because if you can dream it, you can bring it into reality, you know. And that's a great more of us. Many of them things that people may say, people before us, these are the dreams they had for the culture and for the race. Thomas Sankora, same plan him did have. I hear them say, Abraham take it up, and now Abraham sure other people are pick it up too. The movement is on. The people them on social media is highlighting these things like I am. And loving it, people. Loving it, loving it, loving it. As we proceed.
Fantasy. It's what's possible if we break the chains of dependency. The West did it with their coal and steel in the 19th century. Japan did it with its ingenuity in the 20th. Why can't we? We've got the raw materials, the manpower, the brilliance of our people. All we need is the guts to take charge. And here's the kicker. If we did this, the tables would turn. The West wouldn't dictate terms. They'd negotiate. China wouldn't set the price. We would. We'd have leverage, not just in economics, but in geopolitics. An Africa that controls its mineral wealth isn't just rich, it's powerful. It's a continent that can say no to unfair trade deals, no to military bases we don't want, no to policies that harm our people.
Okay, people. And you see, Booker T. Washington pretty much the same frame of where we're supposed to be as a race, a culture. I love these things, people. As we proceed.
Africa that stands as an equal on the world stage, not a supplicant. But this won't happen until our leaders ditch the corruption mentality. It's not enough to talk about good governance at conferences. They've got to live it. No more kickbacks from mining companies. No more secret deals that sell out the next generation. The people are watching, and they're angry. They see the private jets and the mansions while they struggle to buy bread. They see the foreign CEOs whining and dining in capitals while their villages lack clean water, and they're done with it. That's why Traore's rise resonates. He's not one of them. He's still on a captain's salary, refusing the lavish perks his predecessors grabbed. He's showing that leadership isn't about personal gain.
People, the man still up on him salary, you know. Still I get the same money, people. Meanwhile, 300% raise. If you do the same terrible job. Jesus. People. 300% raise if you do the same job. Meanwhile, the man I get the same salary if you do a better job. 300% raise if you do a worse job. Because if the job where they do terrible and you get 300% raise, that means that the worst job then, the worse than the way you did have get paid before. And the man, look what the man I do for him country on the same salary. No Swiss bank account, no big castle. See him beat up one truck the man I drive. The difference between human and the inhumane. As we proceed, people.
He's showing that leadership isn't about personal gain, it's about the people. Namibia's Nandine Ndaitwah could be next. She's got a tough road ahead. Decades of SWAPO rule have bred complacency, and the opposition is hungry for change. But if she takes Traore's footsteps seriously, if she invests in processing plants and job creation instead of more loans, she could transform Namibia into a model for the continent. She's already got a reputation as incorruptible, a fighter from the liberation struggle who knows the stakes. Now, she's got to prove it. The youth are watching her, just like they're watching Traore. They want results, not rhetoric. This is the Pan-African dream reborn, not the stale version of summits and flags, but a living, breathing movement to claim our destiny. It's about unity, yes, but unity with a purpose, to harness our wealth for ourselves. Imagine an African minerals union where we pool our resources, set our prices, and build our industries together. Imagine a continent where our kids study engineering to refine our ores, not to work for some foreign firm. Imagine a future where the West and East compete for our favor, not the reverse. Captain Ibrahim Traore has lit the match. He's shown us it's possible to say no to the old ways and yes to a new Africa. Nandine Ndaitwah could carry that torch further. But it's not just about them. It's about all of us. Every leader, every citizen, every voice demanding change. We've got the resources. We've got the talent. We've got the will. Now we need the action. Let's stop begging, stop borrowing, and start building. The West won't save us. They never have. But we can save ourselves. And when we do, they'll be the ones knocking, hats in hand, asking for a piece of the Africa we've built. That's the future I see. That's the future we deserve. Let's make it happen, together.
People, that's the culture that I see. That's the culture we deserve, people. We deserve to be great because we are. We not brag, we not boast, we just a say. We deserve some love, people. We deserve to love ourselves some more. Appreciate love ourselves. Appreciate love ourselves. Yes? RTN and Bible study. Big up yourself. Thanks for stopping by, people. Again, people, There's always more to come. I know that. We know that. And we're working on it, people. I know that. We know that. Because it's in us, people. I know that. We know that. Manners respect, people. I know that. We know that. Ah, people. Again, thanks for stopping by. Like up, share up the thing. Always more, people. Always more. I'm out.